Today, I want to talk about confidence. When I think about confidence and being bold, one person that comes to my mind is actually the prodigal son. You never think of him as being confident and bold, but truly that's what he was. Because he went to the father and he said, I know what belongs to me, so can I have what belongs to me? But on the other hand, his older brother lived in the same house, and he says in the end that I wanted a young goat, but I never got one. And his father replies to him and says, you live in the same house with me. Everything that I have belongs to you. So when the younger son was so confident that everything was his, the older son lived a life in not being confident in what his father had given him. I want to ask us and challenge us, how do we live our life with God? Are we confident in what God has given us, what God has sowed into our life? Are we confident in the promises that God has put in us? I know I struggled with this. I struggled with being confident and bold in what God had planted in me. And God had to send me a dream to set me free. And in my dream, I saw myself, I was in a competition and I was making a dress, and everyone was in the competition making a dress. And at the end of the competition, when everyone presented their dresses to the judges, I was so not confident in what I had created that I held back. I did not even bring my dress for the competition, for the judgment. And at the end, I saw that the dress that won, my dress was actually better. When I woke up from that, I realized that God was showing me that what He has placed in me, what He has put in me, if I am not confident about it, if I don't be confident and use the gifts that God has given me, then I will hold back and I will not shine. And that's what I want to remind you. Don't hold back what God has put in you. Be confident and be bold to go after the promises that God has given you. God has given you a promise. Be bold enough to go after it. Be confident enough that He is with you. When God encountered Moses, Moses asked God, he asked him, who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and that I should bring the children of Israel out of Egypt? Moses lacked that confidence and he was like, why would you call me God? How can I bring deliverance to your people? But God knew what was in him. God knew what was inside Moses, and He said, I have called you. In the same way, I want to remind you, God has called you. Let nothing stop you from going for what God has called you. The opposite of being confident and bold is insecurity. When you're insecure about what you carry, you're insecure of where you belong, you're insecure of who you are. Insecurity will keep you from going after what belongs to you. Insecurity will keep you from going after your promises. So I want to encourage you today. Be free from insecurity and be bold and courageous because God is with you.